Hi everyone, good day. Welcome to the new episode. Today we are going to do a insurance job, as there has been some quite horrible storms coming through this county, or the western of Norway especially. Global warming, of course, or whatever cost you think it is. In this case we have a spruce that is uprooted along with a small pine, and it has hit the balcony of a house, and we have to get that spruce removed before the reparations or the insurance job can be done to the house. And I am so honored and happy to get this job. It's the second insurance job that I ever get. I really hope to have more of these, as they are the jobs I have aimed to get. And yeah, I am super excited and stoked to have this job. And at the moment I'm just changing the chain. It's not sharp, so I have to file it, and also it has a really small tooth. It's a lot left. I'm not going to change it out. It's just that I don't want to use one of these chains in case something should go south. We can use that. I might have to file it. I haven't I used the chain. Last time I used this chain was actually on the 064 in Jacob's video, Guilty of Treason. Check him out, he has awesome content. And you can see in the video that the chain pops off. I haven't used it since, so I don't know if it has to be filed. It doesn't look like it needs to be, but there's a few ugly corners in the tooth, which probably is just me being sloppy filing. Also my bar is not doing so good. The thing that annoys me with these steel bars is that you can't grease the tip, or you can. I actually do. I grease it and oil it, but it's just the I'm really limited, and anybody who uses steel bars, you know, you're really limited to how much you can actually do for that bar until it goes, well, until the bar pulls in the oars, if you know what I mean about that. Yeah, it's you guys in the car. Today it's really slippery on the roads. It's snowing, so we're driving kind of slow, 60 kilometers an hour. Probably going to stick to that, at least for some time. The way we're going is further in on the countryside and away from the fjord, so it's just going to get worse, or actually in some way better, because it's getting colder though. So yeah, I'm going to be honest and say that the job that we're about to do is actually kind of sketchy. It's not only an uproot, but it's on one of those uproots where the root is gigantic. I'm not far off when I say it's about 3 meters tall, the root, when it's standing. And and the root is going like the tree has fallen kind of downwards. So when you cut the root off the stump, the root is more likely to go over the tree than back where it was. It also been sitting for quite some time because I think I was pulled into the job about 1 week after it had happened, and then I priced it, and it's been somewhat 3 to 4 weeks since that day. So the root has had quite some time to sit down and get comfortable where it is. So I really doubt that this one will pull back by itself like they usually do. So I actually brought some ground rigging gear to pull the stump at least a little bit more back, and hopefully we can cut it as far down as possible. But before all that, we're going to have to limb the tree, and basically we're just going to have to take this step by step, because this is a really dangerous thing to do. Normally when you cut uproots, you start at the top after you limbed it. Of course, you cut as like the top first, and then you work yourself down towards the stump. Oh, they are actually out plowing. That's good. So yeah, well, that was different. Was this the classical trucks from Poland and Ukraine without good with bad tires? Is that one of these? Yeah. So it's the second try on getting to the job. It's actually 2:40 right now. It's getting late. So I'm actually starting to doubt that we'll get to the job. So actually what happened then was that there was a truck that got stuck in the snow, or the snowy road, because I guess it didn't have either chains or good enough tires. It was an empty truck, so I don't really know what happened with him. I had to turn around and go back home, because I got a low oil message on my car, so I had to fill her up with oil. And now it's sometime later. I'm going to try and pass by again, and there's another truck which is stopped here, probably because it's putting chains on it. It is a pretty fair place to stop to put chains on, because it's easier for cars to drive past. But yeah, it gets kind of chaotic sometimes when the snow starts to hit, when necessarily everyone isn't prepared on the snow. Yeah, it's just waving the other truck behind me here to stop. He probably needs some help. I'm kind of excited to see what's going on up here. We're just getting up to where we had to turn around with the other truck, but yeah, that was kind of that's kind of just how it is sometimes. Weather stops us, and that's just how it is. We can't do much about nature other than ruin it, apparently. That's the fourth truck, because that's another truck. So actually it's the third truck today, but it's the fourth truck this week. We'll try again. It might be good. And they're all Polish. I'm reacting on that. So that's the thing about Norway. It's often Eastern and Southern European trucks that comes into Norway, and they just do not have the tires or chains. They don't have chains either. They just don't have the tires to deal with this weather. Often the tires are worn down as well, which makes the matter even worse. I think that might be the truck that we stopped for last time. Yeah, it's probably back down. So I think we're good then, actually. That was a relief. Doesn't look like it's totally our day today. Oh, never mind, it is. A lot of cars. It's not every day you see that many cars in this road. Ford Raptor as well. Doesn't look like there are anybody else there, which to be honest is kind of good. It means I can do this alone without anybody bothering me. Yeah, we'll just stop it here. First of all, we're going to secure this. Oh, that was good. I wonder if I can walk around it, because I don't want to walk under the tree with this. So I reckon that we tie her to that pine over there. Okay. Jeez, that is big. It's definitely 3 meters high, right? 280 maybe? No, it's 3 meters. There is no doubt that is 3 meters. That way we can tighten it even afterwards, can't we? Let's get this tree down. Wow. a real pain knowing where the where the weight is, kind of. It's obviously going to be a lot over there, but probably a lot up there as well with the limbs. So you don't really want to get your saw pinched in this situation. So I'm actually starting to wonder if it's gonna be hard to pull that root back. As soon as I cut that tree, it won't be able to rest on the balcony, which is holding it really high up, which means the tree will fall down a bit. It is going to fall down on that balcony right there. I could probably take the chance to cut my way in and cut it. Yeah, we can try that. That way I have an escape route and that won't be that bad. So guys, we're looking at a really interesting thing right here. The scary thing is that any cut here can be the last cut. You really have to keep an eye on the stump. I haven't been good at doing that just these last 5 minutes, but it's a reminder. Should always keep your eye on it. You think that it won't go, but suddenly it breaks up there, and yeah, I could hit my head in something, or even worse, something can hit my head. So this is extremely dangerous. I don't know if that is supporting or not, but there's a root going right here, you can see it. If I got an axe, I probably would be able to cut through it, but so my worry is that when I cut it, this is so heavy that the strap will cut through it and hold onto the root. In that case, it will come down further. It could hit me. I think I want to try and cut it right there. I think that's the, because if I cut it up there, it's going to hit the stairs and break the stairs. Something here is going to break anyways. But I think in this case we just gotta hope that that will hold. We can jump down here. Don't do this at home. Call up professional. Yeah, it's going, I think. This is a super sketchy job. Holy moly. It's one thing when you can reach it, but in this case I just can't reach it, can I? Why I cut it so far out is because I don't want it to hit with the edge on the flat surface. I want it to kind of hit the corner here for even more support, because I don't want it to break through this platform. I just want it to, I want the platform to stop it, kind of. I've done a lot of uproots, but this case is kind of new because it's just hard to get to the point where you're cutting. I also want to point out that when you do uproots, you should never start at the bottom with the stump, because that's where the root probably will come. You always start at the top and you work your way down, cutting it. In this case, if I'd done that, I'd just absolutely shatter the stairs, and probably some of the balcony here as well. Oh shit, no. Yeah, it's what I was worried about would happen. The soil is just letting go. I think we're actually good then, because we're just lowering it down on the stump here. Yeah, okay, we're good. Then we know that this rigging device was a good idea. Yeah, there we go, we're getting slack. That's a good thing in this case. That means that it will be resting on top of that. Yeah, that's good, okay. So we might just have gotten away with not destroying anything. Just putting a shitload of weight on that. So what I probably will do... Okay, so I actually just ended up limbing that tree and cleaning up the top from the balcony, and I decided to call it a day because it's getting dark. It's 5 o'clock. That's kind of funny because we started at 1. That's when we actually left the driveway, somewhere about 1. I can't quite catch what the time was, but that was when I was headed for this place, and I think we're delayed at least 1 hour because of the weather. Yeah, so that was an exciting job, or is. We're not finished because I got such a late start. I'm going to be at it again tomorrow. Ja, nå kommer han. Fortsett! Merkelig. Nei, det er det samme på slutten der, men det virker ikke som han får noen krefter i veieren, altså. Okay, guys, so unfortunately I did not manage to actually pull that stump back into where it was supposed to be, back into place. It just turned out to be way too heavy for my equipment, and honestly, I don't think that, I think that you need a really big winch to get that back up because it's leaning so much forward and down that you can't really get a good grip on it. And also, to get a grip on it, the wire of any sort of winch has to go through the stump. And you just lose so much power on that. We even tried to use a block, as you probably saw. It just could not do that. That wasn't actually my winch, that was somebody else helping out, because if I would have gone in there with my winch, it would have taken me maybe an hour, a little bit more, to get there with the tractor. And to get there then and just not manage to do it just seemed like a massive failure to me. So I'm really happy that I didn't actually try to do that. It just costed the customer a lot of money, or insurance company, and that doesn't really matter. But I don't like I don't like wasting my time on those jobs. So I honestly just said that, okay, I can't do that. I done what I can do, and I gave the job to someone else, or at least gave some names for the job who I think can do it. They probably need a bigger rescue truck for this type of job, because I think that stump is at least probably 3 tons at least. It's 3 meters tall and 5.5 meters wide. It's really big, and I've done a lot of uproots, but never any that kind of size before. And usually when I do them, they do fall back themselves, and even like the smallest ones, obviously I can just almost push over by themselves. Yeah, so unfortunately I didn't actually manage to record. However, they managed to get that back, because I'm going for a little journey now. Like I'm going traveling and don't have time to do anything more about that. I wanted to post more videos this month, but I just won't be able to do that because there's been so many other things that I've had to do and focus on. But hopefully I will be recording a lot of videos through March and posting them, I don't know when, but hopefully soon, or maybe the month after. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed that somewhat weird video. It wasn't a lot really, but it was, I mean, it's the reality of this job and this, yeah, these type of jobs. They don't always work out. They're really hard to finish sometimes, and you have to, you sometimes don't have the equipment that you need, and that's just the reality of it. You do what you can, and if you can't do anything else, you just have to, yeah, tip on someone, give a tip on someone else who can maybe do the job. I don't actually know if there's anybody who can pull that, because it's a really hard place to get to as well. You could have a wire going straight from the winch to the stump, but that means you have to block the road, and then suddenly you have to involve the road, like the yeah, I don't know what they call it in English, but like bigger companies which have warning lights, and you have to put up signs and everything of road work, and yeah, it's just a big mess that I do not want to get messed up in with. And yeah, at least for now, maybe later, but I'm really small at the moment, so yeah. Thank you all for watching that. I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next one.